Today we are going to be doing a 30-minute yapping session. Yes, now we previously done 10-minute yapping session, which I thought it was a bit short. And I think the next step for us is probably going to be a 1 hour yapping session, but I'm going to have to find the time and place to do that. And by the time and place, I mean right here, right now. But it's not right here, right now, because today we're only going to be doing a 30-minute yapping session. Now, the first thing I just want to start make clear. You might be thinking, why are you yapping for 30 seconds? What do you get out of yapping for 30 seconds? Not even 30 seconds. That's how you know I'm yapping. I'm going to say 30 minutes. Now, let me educate you guys real quick. Yapping will become an Olympic sport. Now, you might be thinking, bro, what? This guy's waffling. I'm not. Yapping will be an Olympic sport within 5 years because you think it's easy to yap, but it generally is not easy to yap. It takes like on-the-spot thinking and on-the-spot mouth coordination with your brain to like say out a consistent yap. Even I'm not perfect because I'm stuttering a bit. I'm taking a little bit of breath between my words. Yapping is where you consistently speak. A bit what I'm doing, but I mean I obviously need to take the breath every once in a while. Now that might not have just made sense, but yapping will be an Olympic sport within the 5 years. And in 5 years, you're going to be coming back to this video right here and be like, that idiot, he's yapping for 30 minutes. And then in 5 years, you're going to be like, he was a genius. He knew something we didn't. And then when I'm going to be winning the yapping Olympics in 5 years, cash prize of like $5 million, you guys are going to be like, oh, I wish I would have started yapping earlier. Oh, I wish I could have just yapped. Yep. And that's the thing between me and you. I'm an action taker. I don't prepare for tomorrow. I prepare for the future. Now tomorrow is the future, but I prepare for the distant future because the close future is no point. Distant future, there is a point. Now the reason I say this is there is no reason because that just not makes sense. That's the whole point of yapping. Anyway, I just want to start with what is everybody's favorite supermarket? Because let me tell you one thing. Me, when it comes to supermarkets, it's like one of those things where it's like, I prefer the hot supermarkets, not the cold ones. Because there's some supermarkets like, I don't know, if you live in America or wherever, you might not know. But in the UK, there's supermarkets like Tesco and like Morrison's and like super cold supermarkets. And like if I have to go and it's like, it's like, I'm literally like that for the whole time. And it's just not a pleasant experience, especially Iceland. Actually, Iceland's actually warm, even though it's called Iceland. So technically, it is supposed to be cold because it's Iceland, and it's not even it's like it's weird. But Iceland is somehow colder than Tesco, which blows my mind. Maybe Iceland just invests a bit into heat and stuff like that. But I mean, it is what it is. But when it comes to supermarkets, I prefer my hot supermarkets because I mean it's just more a pleasant experience overall. Like I don't want to be going in the supermarket, trying to get my stuff and then that being cold because it just doesn't make sense to me, right? The whole point of a supermarket is for you to have a pleasant viewing experience. Not even a viewing experience, just a pleasant shopping experience. So that's why we should actually. I think we should generally just make a protest to make supermarkets warm. Same thing could be said for schools because let me tell you one thing, bro. When it's the middle of summer, I know everyone can relate to this. Watching as a kid, it's like the middle of summer and it's just the heat and beyond in school. And that's when you're like kind of hot because it's summer. You're supposed to be hot in summer. It kind of makes sense. And you'll be going in and it's hotter inside than outside. Now that's typically what you want in winter, not in summer. In summer, you want it to be hotter inside than outside, right? I'm pretty sure I said that right. I did. So that leads me on to my next point because now when I go in that winter, I go in and it's colder inside than it is outside, which just blows my mind. I feel like they just switched it. Like they just need to switch the like school calendar around from making it like summer, winter, stuff like that. Like I feel like the schools are just inverted to think that summer is winter and winter is summer, which doesn't really make sense, but it kind of does. Anyway, on to my next Japanese topic. Tomorrow, OG Fortnite is coming back. Yes, tomorrow is going to be November the 3rd, depending on where you live. Actually, it's just going to be November the 3rd anyways, depending on where. It doesn't really matter because it's still the same years. But OG Fortnite is coming back. And I just wanted to tell you guys, where are you guys landing? Because me personally, I'm not in Tilted Towers. I generally do think if you land tomorrow not in Tilted Towers, it's not okay. It's something wrong with you. Because how can you, it's OG Fortnite, Tilted Towers historically is the most iconic and just the best landing spot of all time. I know it's gonna land like Moisty Myers, Moisty. What's that place called? Is that the Moisty Stomp? Moisty. If you're an OG, you remember this, but it used to be like big. Or if you like Weeping Woods, like, if you're landing Weeping Woods tomorrow, you know, what I mean, yeah, I generally have no words for you if you are gonna land Weeping Woods tomorrow, because why? That's my question to you. My question to you is generally just why. You know, you don't have to. No one's telling you to, but you are. You know, it's your own choice. And I just thought, unless you're going to do a Skybase, but I don't think Skybases are going to work because they're going to get shut down. That's the other thing I see. The problem with like the OG Fortnite map coming back is the maps coming back, or not the players. Well, the players are coming back, but the players aren't really coming back. The players are coming back, but the player, this player in here, this player here is not coming back. This player is not coming back. So that's why it's going to be super sweaty tomorrow. Like, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I feel like everyone has to be excited for OG Fortnite coming back. But like, if it generally is sweaty, you know, I'm on a stall at that point, because I don't think I could play a game which is just like I can't enjoy it. The whole point of a game is to enjoy. Brings me on to my next point: Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege generally should just speak for itself, because it's one of those games where it's like when I'm turning on my PlayStation, when I'm coming home from school, when I'm just like super excited to play, I'm like, come on, I can't wait to load up Siege, play some game, play some round, play some. You know what? I'm thinking of, you know, I thought of the strategies in my head all day. I just want to, you know, play, and I lose the first game. After you lose the first game in Siege, it's just not fun. It's one of those games that it's like weird, because you want to play it, but then when you play it, you hate it. And I generally just do not. It just blows my mind. It's one of those things where it's like I think to myself, I'm like, why am I playing it? But I love it. You know, I don't know what to compare it with, but it's a bit like something else. But I don't know what. But I mean, oh my days, Siege is one of those games where it's like the meta really is just evolving all the time. And I'm a new player. I only got like 72 hours on the game. You know, so I don't have much experience, but there's people with Jinx who have 13,000 hours. Now, put me, Mr. 72 hours against 13,000 hours in a 1v1, I'm not winning. You know, there are people who generally did dedicate their whole life, every single day, all day, every day, to learning sound cues in a game. Now, you might be thinking they're stupid, but in my opinion, you know, I respect it. I generally do. You know, if there's something you really enjoy and you want to be good at it, bro, just be good at it. Like, I'm generally saying it. Like, if there's something you generally just like, this is what I like doing. All means be good at it. That's the same thing with Siege. Same thing with video games. You know, if you really like a video game, learn all the sound cues if that's what you have to do. You know, me certainly, I know I'm an Apex Pro, Apex Legends. What you guys are about Apex Legends? Oh my days! And when I tell you, bro, I know every single sound cue in that game. You know, when I hear Lifeline, Arctine, you know, I could just tell it's them. I could hear the when it's Octane. I could hear the when it's Lifeline. I could just hear it. You know, and my brain somehow remembers it. But when it comes to like other stuff, it's just like it just forgets. That's the thing I got. Like that's the thing I just don't understand. It's like, why make it so complicated when you can make it easy? I think that's a life lesson right there. Why make it complicated when you can make it easy? Do you understand what I mean? Because if what I feel like a lot of things in life are just overcomplicated when it could be easy. And that could be said for anything. Any example you can think of right now, maybe that happened today, it could just be made easy, but they choose not to, because the easy is more complicated to make, but the complicated is more easy to make. You see what I did there? So then it's really one of those choices where it's like you think to yourself, easy or complicated? It's one of those where it's like easy, you choose easy, right? This one, complicated. If you choose easy, then it's gonna be complicated, and then you're gonna go back down. But if you choose complicated, you're gonna go down, but you're gonna go more up because it's easy. It's one of those. That's actually a perfect analogy. I've never thought of it that way. That's why, bro. Honestly, I'm a genius. You know, I feel like I need my Nobel Peace Prize. You know, I think it's generally long overdue. That's the thing I've always wanted. How do you win a Nobel Peace Prize? Because something like the Ballon d'Or, I think I'd rather win a Ballon d'Or than a Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know about you guys, but I generally think, like, would you rather want to have a Nobel Peace Prize for inventing gravity or a Ballon d'Or for being the best football player? Ballon d'Or for me. It looks cooler, it is better, it's just better. Like, people watch the Ballon. Bro, does anyone even watch the Nobel Peace Prize? It's like, that's just generally speaking. I don't know if they do. I mean, I don't. Why would I? Anyway, speaking of the Ballon d'Or, guess who won it like 3 days ago? The best player on football, the best player on planet Earth, Lionel Messi. Messi is the greatest. When I tell you he's the greatest, he's the greatest. There's not on this planet since the planet started like gazillions of years ago. Messi is the best football player to walk the. Imagine being the best football player in the universe, in like the whole of existence of time. He's the best football player, and I don't care if anyone argues it because they can't. Every single aspect. When was people like to compare him to like a mid football player. He plays in like the 50th league in the world, Saudi Arabia. I forgot. I keep forgetting his name. What's his name? Ronaldo. That's the one. Who really has not accomplished much. Oh, he has the goal record, but he doesn't have better goals per minute. He doesn't have better goals per match. He doesn't have better assists per match. He won less stuff. So where exactly is the argument? Oh, he has more goals. Messi just is the better player because people always say football's not about all the goals. But if it's not all about the goals, then Messi's clearly the best because all Ronaldo is about is all the goals. So I mean, that just blows my mind. And people like to debate to me, Haaland should have won it. So realistically speaking, Haaland is 22. He's a young lad. He's a young buck. Messi, he's one of the oldest. He's like a veteran. He's like an elder. But Messi wins. And why is that? Experience and the World Cup. People say, oh, Haaland won a treble and scored 60 goals. Okay, and what? He didn't win it. Man City won it because he ghosted in all the finals. Realistically speaking, anyone on the Man City, and we can say Julian Alvarez should have won it because he had a World Cup and he won a treble. He won everything. If he won, I actually think Julian Alvarez should have won it. I would have been happy to see him win it. To be honest, I would have been happy. I don't know about you guys to see Julian Alvarez win it, but it's just for me. It's like when people like just say Haaland should have won it, they're just wrong. There's always a right and a wrong in life. There's always a right and a wrong, and you just always need to pick the right one. And in this situation, Messi generally is just the right one. There is no blank blank blank. Like Messi is just the right one, and that's why I just always think to myself sometimes like, people always tell me Haaland should have won it, but like why? Messi pretty much has the same seasonal stats as Haaland, right? Pretty much, and he's 36. So he won the World Cup. And people don't understand about the World Cup is they don't understand how generally important the World Cup is. World Cup is the most like prestigious trophy in football history. World Cup is if you win World Cup, you're him. And if you win World Cup with the best performance at the World Cup and you're the best player at the World Cup, Ballon d'Or for you. Actually, not one Ballon d'Or, 8 Ballon d'Ors for you because that's how much Ballon d'Ors Messi has. How much Ballon d'Ors does Argentina have? 8. And every single other there's no country. Messi has more Ballon d'Ors than countries. And if that just generally, but it's rigged. It's not rigged, though, is it? Because if it were to be rigged, he would have 15, not 8. Right? Yes, it is right. And also, I'm pretty sure players vote for the best player who they think is the best player. So how can it be rigged? Or they're just going to change the votes? That's not how it works. Because if every single player voted for Haaland and Messi wins it, they're going to be like, you changed the votes. So they clearly can't just change the votes. That's why it's when people are like, it's rigged. Please explain to me how. I generally could say like 24 hours, like 12 hours with a Ronaldo fan arguing why Messi's better. I generally think I could do that. I think I could generally just sit sidelines staring at a Ronaldo fan for 12 hours a day and just argue why Messi's better. Because everything they say, I just counter it. I just counter with an argument, right? They could be like, well, pretty much they don't have no argument at this point because he won the most prestigious trophy. He's the most decorated player. He won everything. He actually has better final stats in Europe. So I mean, you know, and he's not even from Europe. I think that should just pretty much explain a lot, right? I guess because I mean, Messi has 704 goals, Ronaldo has 701. Messi has like way more assists. Yeah, in 200 less games. So imagine if Messi did play those 200 games, Ronaldo wouldn't even exist. Ronaldo's 5 Ballon d'Ors would not exist. You know, and that's when time comes into consideration because you know everyone is given a birth. I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't matter. Everyone is given a birth, and every time someone, people are getting born right this second, so their life to you is going to be so much more different. But imagine if Messi was born like 3 years ago, when Ronaldo was born. Oh my days, the GOAT debate would not have been the GOAT debate because Messi, bro, all those games. People think 200 games. Oh, if you score if you have the same goal ratio as Messi for those 200 games, you're gonna have like at least 150 more goals than Ronaldo. Speaking of money, which I just put up here, what do you guys think of the trousers? Like gamer trousers, they got like little controllers. Pretty cool, right? Also, I got an emoji pillow in the back. Pretty cool, right? Let me try and recreate it. Was that good? That was good. Oh, let me angle my chair more so it's better. Anyway, where was that? Oh yeah, I was with the Messi versus Ronaldo Yapping debate. So that's just honestly bit of mine. And then the Ronaldo fans really is Ronaldo and Ronaldo fans that like annoy me because Ronaldo fans are like delusional. I've I've generally in my whole 15 years of living have not met one Ronaldo fan with a brain. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. I'm just gonna put it up there. Maybe I'm just not meeting the right people, but in my whole 15 years of living, I have not met one Ronaldo fan that is intelligent and has a brain that can say Messi's better. You could be a supporter of Ronaldo. I'm not gonna hate on that because you could be a supporter of like Arsenal. I don't know. Like you could be a supporter of like Mo Salah because you're from Egypt, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna hear on that, but don't say Mo Salah is better than Messi. Don't even say he's better than Ronaldo because he's not. Most like Ronaldo, I'm arguably saying he's the third best full player of all time, maybe fourth, because it definitely I think it goes Messi, Maradona, Pele, potentially Ronaldo. But I don't really like putting Ronaldo up that list because like is he the best? I don't know. Should I make a top 10 tier list of football right now? I will. So first place is obviously Messi because we just know Messi's crazy. Maradona, pretty self-explanatory. He did win a World Cup. He's arguably just the best player. Then we have Pele. Pele won 3 World Cups, which is the greatest achievement pretty much ever achieved in football history. He could have actually I'm pretty sure he could have won 4, but he was sub off for one of them, or he was 18. So he's went crazy. Pele had a crazy career. So also rest in peace. Pele arguably three, and then after 3 is where it gets difficult because the first 3 are like super outstanding, but then after I feel like after the first 3, everyone just in the same level, if you know what I mean. Like people like Ronaldo, and both Ronaldos, I just think pretty much same level because all Cristiano Ronaldo's done is score goals. He's not done anything for like the game. You know, people don't people do aspire to be like Ronaldo because he's but like you're not gonna get anywhere doing you're gonna get better by dribbling, not just doing if you know what I mean. But anyway, in fourth place, I think arguably Cruyff is a good Cruyff, I think, is sixth for me personally. But I think fourth place, I'll just give it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Um, fifth place, I'm giving it to Puskas. Seventh place, because we got sixth place, Cruyff. Seventh place, I've arguably put Zidane. I'm putting Zidane sixth. I'm putting Ronaldo seventh. And then I think eighth. Eighth has to be. See, there's a lot of great players, but when it comes to that, when it comes to the bottom half of the top 10, it's difficult because it could beat anyone realistically in the top 50. And I don't like putting Neymar in the top 10 because I just don't think Neymar is him. Neymar could have had one of the best careers in football, but he threw it away. I'm positive if Neymar did not move to PSG and he stayed at Barcelona, he would have had a better career than Ronaldo. He has a better career than Ronaldo before the age of 30. So, I mean, what's stopping him from having, But he decided to move to Al Hilal, and all he is injured, if you know what I mean. Neymar is the definition of like Mane. I just like Mane, you know. But then we look at people like Thierry Henry, who got asked the question in a football interview saying, if you were not playing football professionally, what would you do? And he said, I'll be playing football amateurly. And to that I say respect. Because I mean, he plays for the passion, not the money. But that's something Neymar can't do. And I don't know why that is, but I think if Neymar generally did stay at Barcelona, he would have had a great career. He'd have won everything, not everything. He would have won a lot of trophies. I feel like Barcelona needed Neymar. If Neymar was still the Neymar he was a long time ago, Barcelona would have a complete squad. Same as like Messi only left recently too. So for that 10 years of playing Messi and Ronaldo, I mean Messi and Neymar, I just think the chemistry would have been great. Barcelona just have been unstoppable. They get a good striker. Maybe I feel like if Neymar didn't leave, they would have had Suarez, Messi for like at least 12 years. Which I mean that just speaks for itself. Anyways, in eighth place, I'm putting eighth place is difficult. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's my top 8 football players of all time. Now, I'm gonna do top 5 streamers of all time because I mean, when it comes to streamers, bro, I aspire to be a streamer one day. YouTuber one day, big content creator. You're gonna see this. I'm gonna see this video in 5 years when I'm gonna have like 20 million subs. 100,000 Twitch subs, and we're like, we did it. Anyway, top 5 Twitch streamers of all time. I mean, arguably number one has to be Ninja. Like him or hate him, Ninja arguably is the greatest Twitch streamer of all time. Because in his peak, he had the greatest crime at least. Because in his peak, oh my days, he was playing with Travis Scott, Drake. Like, it blows my mind what Ninja was in his peak and what Fortnite was in his peak. Second, I'm gonna put for me, it is arguably XQC. I think he's been consistent with the content. Recently, he's been going a bit, but before that, he was pretty steady and he just had a good quality content. Then third place, I'm saying for me, it's Trainwrecks. A lot of people hate Trainwrecks, but I think Trainwrecks is just a good. I love watching his streams. I used to always watch his streams, still do if he streams, although he lives in a different. He lives in Canada, so for me to watch his streams, I'd have to wake up at like 4 a.m. I'm not doing that, But I mean, Trainwrecks arguably is a good. But yeah, I mean, you could say anyone's a goat. You could say your reasons for anyone to be a goat of anything. They just might not be. You could call anyone the goat. They just don't have to be the goat. But for third place is Trainwrecks. Then fourth place, Aiden Ross is going. This is Aiden Ross right now. He's going down, and I'm doing specifically Twitch streamers, so I can't say I should speed on this. But specifically Twitch streamers, it has to be Tim the Tatman. Ninja Tim the Tatman Zero. What do you guys know about that back in the days? Holy, when I tell that was my childhood, bro. I used to remember going in from school and just watching their streams, watching them play Fortnite. Oh yeah, Tim Taman definitely 4. Now 5 is once again a difficult one. Who did I put 5? I can put someone Castanet. I think it's Castanet. I think arguably it's Castanet, but for me maybe it's Jinxie. Between Castanet and Jinxie, they're both popping off right now, but I can't say they go off Twitch because they've only been relevant for the past 2 or 3 years, really at the top. Castanet more like 2 years, Jinxie only a couple months. It's crazy what happened. But I mean, Jinxie's just hilarious. I know he's gonna keep like going up the level, like top of the Twitch game, because he's just naturally funny, if you know what I mean. And he's just humble too. He just plays Siege. He doesn't do nothing special, fancy. He just plays Siege, if you know what I mean. So, pardon me. So I think Jinxie, although he might lose a lot of subs because of the Jinxie charm, but look at the socks, by the way. I just pulled a tendon. But what do you guys think of the blue and white socks? But I feel like blue is the best color. I'm not even sure. Should we do a color tier list after this? But when I tell you colors, I think blue. I mean, you can see the color of my robe. It's blue.
like blue. I think generally just has to be the best color because I don't see an argument for any other color other than blue being the best color. People say, "Oh, my favorite color is red. My favorite color is green." Yeah, it's not bad though because when you put it side by side comparison, blue just looks better. There is no if buts and ands ifs. Blue is better. You know, I mean, even just looking at my screen right now, I see all sorts of like blue, red, like even on my other screen, blue, red. But every time I see blue, it's just better. And people like yellow. Yellow's a trash color. I don't even like because who remembers when they used to color when they was a kid? They used to do like color, like they used to draw something with a pencil and they color it with like a pen or a pen, whatever pencil, but like the yellow ones. And like yellow used to rub so badly. I used to always do the corner of the sun in like the corner. Oh, that used to be good. But yellow is such an ugly color, especially on white paper. I don't have really hate on yellow other than that, but I think blue just clears it. Realistically speaking, people also like to say green stuff like ugh. It depends on what type of green, because neon green is nice, but I think something like grass green for me personally just not it. Something like grass green, I just why? Why is it even a thing? Like who made, who respectfully likes grass green? Neon green, I think, looks arguably better, but once again, it's like blue just clears it. When you're looking for like the color of a car, let's say for example, blue is pretty much the best. Even you could get it wrapped for like a nice navy blue, dark blue, light blue, whatever type of blue, maybe in a chrome blue, maybe in a nice shiny chrome blue. But when it comes to other colors like red, who wants a red car? Other than it was Lamborghini. But even Lamborghini, I feel like something like a blue Lamborghini looks better than a red Lamborghini. That might just be my opinion. But it's one of those things where it's like, let's go like phones or like phone cases. Like, I don't have a clear through one, but I'd much rather have a blue phone case than a red phone case because a red phone case, it's just gonna be like white, But a blue phone cases, you could have it in like a chill blue, like it's just for me, it just makes more sense, arguably. But I mean, I don't know. What's your favorite color? But I remember, like, I used to think silver and gold was the colors, but I don't know if they're colors. I think they're more elements. I'd argue that, like, they're not a color because people like to say silver and gold are colors, but I mean, let me try to find something silver. I do believe this is actually gold. Like, you say it's a color, right? It's the color gold, but if you can't like I don't know. If you can't draw gold, well, you can, but it's not a color. It's an element to me. Or they should. I feel like they should just make a new name for it. Gold. Like I don't know how to like. Generally speaking, gold can't be a color. It's historically never was classified as a color. You wouldn't go up to someone and be like, I want a gold phone case. I want a gold car. I want a gold desk. Because you just even a desk like I got a white desk. But like it's the gold desk. You can't do that because it's not like a normal color to have. Same with silver because silver is only made from like materials and metals, unlike colors which should be you can't paint. I think that's it for me. You can't paint silver and gold realistically. You can paint something that's similar to it because I know I used to have like silver like colors and stuff like gold colors, but it's not actual gold. It's not the because gold has that shininess of it, if you know what I mean. Same with silver and like metals, but when you draw it or when you paint it, it doesn't give the same effect. It just looks like a mixed yellowy browny gold, and silver just looks like white mixed with a bit of like you can't really make it because it has to shine to be silver. That's why it's when even when it comes to like painting a house, you can't be like, I want a gold house. Maybe you can be like that, but your house actually has to be made from gold. It can't be painted to gold. So if you have a white house, you're gonna have to switch out all your walls, or you're gonna have to like gold foil it, something like that. But you can't paint it, which that's why I think it's just not a color. Same with bronze. Bronze. I remember. I feel sorry for the color bronze because his like historically speaking, like first place is gold, second place silver, third place is bronze. It's one of those. I feel like they're just those three colors are just they're not color. Those three like materials are like brothers. I think gold is definitely the best child. Silver is like the better child, and bronze is just the who even cares about bronze? Because I remember bro, a bronze medal, which was pointless. The silver medals were like, I came silver. Like, if you were to go up to your friends and be like, I got a gold medal, they'll be like, yeah, I got a silver medal. Yeah, you almost won. I got a bronze medal. I don't care. I think it is. But anyway, we are approaching to the end of our 30-minute Yap session. We are currently on 29 minutes and 56 seconds, 29 minutes and 57 seconds. Like and subscribe. If you generally made it this far, you have to like and